Hello everyone. Billionaire Andrew Carnegie famously said that 90% of millionaires got their wealth by investing in real estate. I wish that I learned about investing when I was in college years. I did not learn anything about personal finance or how to invest, grow, and protect my money until I got my first corporate job. I took all the economics, finance, and accounting classes, and what I learned from these classes was all in the context of a corporation and not think about personal finance. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. I'm very grateful that I got exposure into investing in equity market as well as cash flow property, investing early in my life, as soon as I was able to save money for my active income careers. It does not seem like 2 decades ago because I enjoy investing money, grow it steadily, and protect it well. As for this video, I'm going to share the fundamental about cash flow real estate investing by answering a few of these questions about what happens when you only save your money and not invest. And on the other hand, how cash flow real estate investing can be one of the great financial investment tools that you can learn and grow your money over time. If you are new here, this channel is about investing in cash flow real estate, growing your wealth, and achieve your financial independence. My name is Korianne, and I achieved my financial independence when I was 35 through cash flow rental properties after consistently investing in cash flow property over 8 years. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, make sure to subscribe so you will not miss my future content. And I promise there are more great content coming up. Let's go back. So what does time value of money means? It's important to understand about time values of money before investing. If you don't, then there are a few things that you can take away here. If you do not invest your $1 today, will it have the same buying power 10 years from now? Let's say $1 donut costs you about $1 today, and 10 years from now, it will cost you about $1.34. Let's say if you keep your money in savings, you may earn only half of the percent per year, and the average inflation rate right now in the past has been 2 to 3% per year, except the last couple of years. When you keep $1 in saving account, your dollar will decrease its buying power by 1.5 to 2.5% per year. That means if you have $100 in saving that earn 50 cents per year, and if the inflation rate about 2 to 3%, then by the end of the year, your $100 will only value as 97.50 cents or 98.50 cents. How can you avoid losing value of your money? This will lead to question number 2. How can you earn better return on your money than the inflation rate? Ask better questions. Invest in cash flow real estate asset is one of the investment tools that many investors use to maintain the same buying power by yielding return higher than the inflation rate. And of course, all investors seek even higher returns. Among other great benefits that real estate investing offers is also hedged with the inflation rate well. It will cost more money on materials and labor to build the same house that you are living right now, 10 years from now. One home that I bought 18 years ago costed me about $165,000, and now its value is at $450,000. I put down $35,000 to buy the home and mortgage the rest of the balance. After 18 years, this property can have the total of equity gain of $350,000. My total return on investment is 1,000% over 18 years old. I gain 55% on every dollar that I invested in this property. I am not factored in other benefits when it comes to investing in cash flow rental properties. You can learn and apply what you learn into practice to invest your money to earn better return on your money. You will learn to pick a right real estate market, buy the property at the right price, and get a right financing for it. And then hire the best team to take care of your tenants. I have an online classes that I teach in detail these 5 steps. I put the link in the show notes below so you can check it out after this videos. Is it safe to invest your money in cash flow rental property? All the investment has risk. To minimize your risk, you keep learning and be aware of the economic cycle of the real estate market that you invest in, and what are the main factors that can trigger the home price to increase or to decrease. Not all the real estate market are created equal, so you need to know where to look for a market that can meet your financial objectives. Some market can return better than the others, but to minimize your risk, you must pick a market that has strong, steady job and population growth. This the main 2 factors affecting the demand and hence the price of the properties. Higher demand for housing will in turn drive the home prices as well as the overall rental market. You can watch my video, One Homeowner Gain About $2 million, and what are the main factors that keep this home value high. And I put the link in the show notes so you can watch that video. Housing is the basic need for all of us, and we all need a place to live, wouldn't you agree? And raise our family. We have 122 million households in the US, and 44 million households are renters. You can find a market with strong renter demands so that you can minimize your vacancy rate while having the strong demand that can support gradually rent increase over time. I'd like a real estate market with 30% of renters like Phoenix, Arizona. This leads to the next questions. Where do I buy the rental? You can buy a rental in your city that you are currently living right now, if the return investment makes financial sense to you. You may want to buy an investment property where the rental income will cover for all the monthly expenses and there is still some cash flow money left to you for reserves. Let's say you can buy a property costing you about $100,000 and the monthly rental income is $1,000 and the total monthly expense is $850. So you can have the monthly cash flow of $150. I know it's small, right? If you invested a total of $24,000 and each year this property produces $1,800 per year, then your cash on cash return is 7.5%. So this return better than a saving account, right? This is simple math, and there are many other benefits that I did not include here, like the mortgage balance paying down every month from the rental income, and the property appreciation increase the equity you have in the property. If you can add all these benefits on top of the cash on cash return, the return on investment can be in the range between 20 to 28% annually when you buy the right property, hold on to the property over 10 years. How do you buy a right property? Let's assume that you have some money current in the saving account. Then your next step is learn as much as you can about cash flow rental properties. You can learn from books, real estate seminars, or on my channel here. Master all these areas below. Number 1 is find the right real estate market to invest in. Number 2 is buy the property at the right price in the above average locations. Secure the right financing. Manage the property right. Then you need to repeat these same steps and buy your next one. How do you minimize your risk when investing in cash flow real estate? It's a great question. But here is a quote. Warren Buffett once said, to minimize your risk is to understand what you are investing in. Do not invest the money that you know that you will need in a short period of few years. Always set aside a minimum of 6 to 9 months emergency fund before investing. There will come a time the market will take a pause and you need to be prepared to weather through it. I have experienced the dot-com in the year of 2000 and we lost a lot of money there. And the housing market crashed in 2008. I make mistakes to sell a few projects due to the shortage of our cash reserves. Lesson learned, and I have been prepared better to weather the next downturn, or who knows, the big economic turbulence is coming. You should make your plans as well as to minimize your risk and protect your assets. The next question, do you need a lot of money to buy cash flow real estate? If you are the first time home buyers, you are only required to put down 3.5%. So if you buy a $100,000 home, then you will need to save away 3.5% plus around $4,000 of closing costs. That is around $7,500 for a $100,000 home that you need. Of course, I highly recommend that you have cash reserve before you buy it. If you buy investment property, then you will need to put down 20-25%. The rest of the purchase price can be borrowed from a bank or a credit union. The next question, can you take the money out from your rental property? Yes, you can take money out from your rental property by doing a cash out refinance for your investment property, assuming your property has increased its values. If you have more than 40% equity in the home, you can extract 50% cash out refinance to buy another investment property. But please do not cash out to buy something as non-productive assets. Always run your numbers before cash out refinance. Always make sure the rental income can still cover for all the monthly expenses for this property. By the way, one of the best way to buy cash flow rental property at wholesale prices so that you can invest your time to improve the property values and then capture the appreciation on your investment property as soon as you get it ready for rental. This is a technique to boost or accelerate your equity in your investment property. The next question is, when should you start investing in cash flow real estate? I like this quote as well from Warren Buffett. The rich invest in time. The poor invest in money. So as soon as you can save your money for the down payment with the adequate cash reserve, then you should consider starting to invest. No one can time the market, no one. You want to have time in the market because the longer you own your investment property, the higher the property price will increase in its value based purely on the inflation rate. And in some market, the property appreciate a little bit higher than the average inflation rate. I have invested in both markets. In some market that can appreciate 4 to 6%. You want to earn compound interest on your money over a long period of time. The sooner you invest, the sooner you start to build your strong financial future and generational wealth. Remember, your money will lose its value when you keep it in the low interest bearing saving account. learn ways to grow it by learning to invest in assets that create cash flow income as well as generational wealth like cash flow real estate assets. So let's learn, invest well and make an impact. Ciao.